Shalom. Kal halayim la Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakagodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, to the Akim doing the work in truth and sincerity, as well as the few Akwat that listen and learn. This is Brother Shawar with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And, coming into these times that we're coming into, we are in the last days of Esau Edom's kingdom, the so-called white man, and his rulership is falling before our eyes. So in this lesson, I want to get into the fact that we are extremely blessed to be able to see, the prophecies, to see what's going on, to discern what time we're in, and to have the spiritual foresight and the faith, most importantly, to endure whatever comes our way through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because very soon, you're going to see how valuable being in this truth really is. And we, obviously those of us in the know, we understand how valuable it is because we can see it, we understand. But everyone else is going to see how valuable it is, especially those that scoffed and mocked, and that disregarded, the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Everyone is going to understand and see how important, and how rare a man of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is. And we pray, and hope to be a part of that number that gets delivered through the destruction that's coming. But we're on a good path, if we're in this truth and you're sincere, the Lord has a spirit on you to do the work or to believe and to rehearse the righteous acts to the best of your ability, to know the names, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. You're on a good path, man, because there's a small number of people who actually are, in the truth, man. And to us that, that are in the truth, it's normal because that's all, we're always involved. We're always watching lessons. We're always, looking at prophecy. We're always in the scriptures. So it seems normal to us. But if you go, if you look at somebody in the world in their daily life and you just, you see what they do, this stuff is foreign to them. Even with all this stuff going on in the world. Because even these carnal, truthers and these doomsday preppers, they can see these things and they know they're preparing carnally, which isn't going to save you. But it's going to come to naught. It's going to come to naught, man. If it's not of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, it's not going to prevail. And that's what everybody is going to see, man. So we are extremely blessed to be able to see what's going on, to see this truth, or see the world, and to understand the truth, to see everything for what it is. Right? So I just want to grab a few scriptures and then not try, we'll see what the Spirit does. I don't want to make this too long, get to the point. But this is, let's go to Matthew 13th chapter. And we'll start at the 9th verse, and it reads, "Who have ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables?" So this is the disciples talking to Yahweh Shai. Verse 11, "He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given." So we have been given the mysteries of the scriptures, man. We have been given this truth through the spirit of Yahweh Shai. We've been given the eyes to see and the ears to hear. We understand the dark sayings of the scriptures. We understand the prophecies through, our teachers, our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and the brothers on down, and of course their elders. And it stems from the spirit of the Lord. But we've been blessed to understand, man, because the knowledge is out there, but most people cannot receive it. Right? So verse 12, For whosoever hath to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance, but whosoever have not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Esaias, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. So there's those who will perceive and those who will not perceive, man. And the Lord is the one who chooses it. It's for this. See, the gospel salvation is for the elect. It's for a specific group of people. Most people in the world will dealing with Israelites, because salvation is only for the Jews. Salvation is only for Israel to begin with. You know, most Israelites, 2/3 to be exact, Zechariah 13:8, are not going to understand this truth. They're not going to see. The Lord is going to blind them from seeing. And of course, these heathen, they're not going to see it either. They don't have a chance. So when you break it down, man, look at all the people in the world. There's a lot of people, man, and the Lord is only dealing with 1/3 out of the nation of Israel. So it's a very exclusive and special group of people that we're hoping to be a part of, and we're on the right path to it. The Lord's will be enduring to the end. But we are extremely blessed, man. Extremely blessed to understand this thing, because things are getting so bad in society right now, because what they're doing is, obviously they're trying to they're purposefully collapsing everything, and they want to implement that new digital system and use the charagma, that CHIP, to have the control over everything, and they want that order out of chaos. That's why they're going about things the way they are. So it's gonna get terrible out here, man. Scriptures tell us, that Jacob's trouble is gonna be horrible, man, in time like never before since there was a nation, in the book of Daniel. So what's coming is, we need the Lord to get out of it. But see, these people, they don't have the Lord. They're not even, like, they're so far removed, spiritually, they have no chance, man. And this is going to be more than evident in the days to come. That's why a man is going to be more precious than fine gold. 7 women are going to take over the 1 man. That's why these things are going to happen, because those of us that have this knowledge and the Spirit of the Lord on them, Lord's will be enduring to the end, we're going to stand out, and we're going to be rare. We're not going to stand out in that sense where, we won't be really seen. The Lord is going to hide us. But if you stumble upon a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai in these times that we're coming into, it's literally, like the scripture says in Isaiah 13, it's more precious than fine gold. It's extremely rare, man. It's extremely rare to be a part of, to be in this truth. And I was just talking to, this one girl I'm talking to. She was just telling me, literally not too long ago, that she went to a Subway. She was going to go get some food, and it was closed down because somebody that works there, they committed suicide, like today. So I was just thinking to myself, damn, like, people are losing it, man. People are already losing it, man. And, you know that, we know based off hearing, different articles and watching certain videos and, observing stuff. But these things are getting more and more, closer. Everything is going to get close to your situation, because the whole world is going to be affected by by the prophecies. So people are losing it, man. But you see, we have this truth, so we're not going to ever get to that point. We understand why what's happening is happening. We understand what's ahead. We understand what we're fighting for, why we're enduring what we're enduring. We understand that this is temporary, and the Lord is going to make sure we're good at the end of the day. And we're going to get blessings, beyond our belief, and receive everything we lost 100-fold. And more. So, like, these are the things that comfort us and that give us that stability. Isaiah 33:6, which I'll probably grab. But let's finish this in Matthew. Where were we at? So Matthew 13:15. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. Verse 16, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Right? This is all of the Lord, and he is choosing, and it's predestinated, as we know, but the Lord has chosen a group of individuals to see and to hear. And it doesn't mean to physically see, like to actually, to be blind or not blind, or to be deaf and not deaf. It means to see prophecies and discern certain things through the Spirit, to know what's going on, and to hear the words of the Lord, to hear, to have the understanding of the scriptures, to have true understanding of what's really going on. Because, it's not, like I said, it's not talking about the deaf and the blind, but it's talking about understanding. There's many, many people, and especially in the days that we're coming into, man, because scriptures say, in the day of thy power, that people shall be willing, because people are going to be willing to do whatever to try and understand, to try and get the truth. They're going to be looking to and fro, to find the prophets, the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that they disregarded, because they're going to understand that it was extremely valuable that they didn't take heed. It's gonna hit them, man. So we're in an extremely blessed position, man. We are in the best position possible, being in this truth, having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So just continue to stay focused, stay locked in, stay in the Spirit. Don't worry about what's going on in this world, man. We have certain situations where, everybody's situation is different. Brothers and sisters, we have things to maintain, and, we're still here. We're still in captivity. But we know this thing is withering away, man. And eventually, it's going to be the Lord that's going to be getting us through everything until he comes to deliver us. But he's gonna get us through it, man. We have to have faith and believe in that, because it's written, man. But see, these people, what do they have to look forward to? That's why I see like that person who's killing himself. They killed themselves at the subway, man, at their job, and that and stuff like that is happening all over the place, because people are starting to. It's the reality setting in, man. Life was already hard enough for most people, but now it's about to get, and it's only getting worse. Like these people don't really understand the magnitude of what's coming. You're seeing the calm before the storm right now. But when Esau comes down with that great wrath, and they really, open up their plan full-fledged, because they're gonna do something big, man, to cause, that final collapse, and to bring, because you have so many things going on, so many things looming in the air. You have the monkey business, the new pestilence. It's not new, but they're bringing it back, and now they're saying it's there's possibly a more deadly version of it. There's that. There's the looming rumors of summer blackouts, the cyber attacks. So that something is gonna happen, man, and it could pop off pretty much any day now. So we're very close to the end, man. We're very close, and they're moving fast with this agenda. But when it opens up, man, these people are gonna have, they're gonna catch some hell. Right? So let's get this in Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets, or his secret unto his servants the prophets. And what is his secret? His secret is the true understanding of the scriptures, of the prophecies, the parables, and really, and it all comes from faith, man. You have to have that gift of faith. Ephesians 2:8 tells us that faith is a gift that the Lord has to give to you. So We have the gift of faith. The Lord blessed us with the gift of faith. He saw us, so far, unless you fall out, he saw us worthy or fit to understand this knowledge, to give us this truth, man, to open our eyes, to put us on the path that leads to salvation, whether because, brothers fall off, people fall out, whether we endure to the end. The Lord, at this point, he saw us fit, man. So that's what we have to do, is endure to the end. But he think, the Lord chose us, man. You got to put that in perspective. These people of the world have no clue, man. Just talking to people about even certain things that's going on, they just lost. They're lost, man. And even these people that are carnally prepping, that see what's going on, that shit is nothing, man. That is not going to do nothing for you. The only way to prepare is mentally and spiritually with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua as an Israelite. That's just the facts of the matter. And everyone is going to see this, man. So let's get a few more scriptures and then close it out. This is Romans 11:7. It reads, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded." So the elect has obtained it, man. The elect, because a lot of our people are looking for answers, man. People are looking for answers in these times. That's why a lot of people are leaving the Christian and Catholic Church, because it's not giving them answers. All these other religions and, like the Black conscious community, all this Egyptology, all these other stuff, these what should I call them, man? Basically, they're just a bunch of things that waste your time, man. These things, they're all false. They're all false, man. But there's no answers in these things. People are looking for answers, and especially when things really pop off, they're going to be looking for even more answers. And the answers have been here, right? The answers have been here, starting with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. The answers are in the scriptures, man. But you need the prophets to break it down for you. But see, we know how the prophecy is going to play out, that most people aren't going to take heed. They're not going to want to take it seriously until death is staring them in the face, until they're on the verge of starving to death, until they don't know where they're getting their next meal from, to where, or they're basically fighting for survival. And all hell is broken loose. But the Lord said that's way too late. And he's going to laugh at their calamities in that day because they didn't take heed when he reached out his hand. That's in Proverbs, right? So let's finish this out. Verse 8, Romans 11:8. "According as it is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. And David saith, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them," right? So the Lord has people blinded, man. That's a scary thing, man. That's why scripture says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, because these people that don't know any better, that can't even see what's going on, that can't grasp the truth, it's the Lord that's blinding them. The Lord is the one, he doesn't want them. He does not want them to get it. So again, you got to understand how blessed we are, man, to be in this truth. So why do Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua for this truth, man? Because we would be through just like the rest of these people, man, having no clue in the world what to do, what's going on, why it's happening, have all these questions, these unanswered questions, confused, stressed the hell out. And yeah, we're going to go through it. We're going to be tried. It's not going to be a cakewalk, so to speak, but the Lord is going to guide us through it. We're not going to be, completely, or losing our composure, and doing whatever, and ultimately what it's going to lead to is most of the people bowing the knee and taking the charagma. But that's not going to happen for the servants of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the elect. Because again, we're gonna be more composed, man, way more composed. Right, so let's get that Isaiah 33:6 that I mentioned earlier. Isaiah 33:6, it reads, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure." So wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Which wisdom and knowledge? What wisdom and knowledge is it talking about? There's a lot of, wisdom and knowledge on different things, but it's talking about the knowledge of the scriptures, the knowledge of the Bible, the true wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures, which we know is what? Revealed to the Lord's servants, as we read in Amos 3:7. That's going to be the strength of our salvation, man, is because ultimately our wisdom, knowledge, understanding, it's going to keep us, as I said, composed. It's going to give us that stability in those times, because we know what's happening it was meant to happen. We know why it's happening, and we know that the Lord said that he'll get us through it. It's just you know what I mean? There's certain things that help you be stable, that helps your mind, be stable when you know it beforehand. Like you just, if you know, like for example, you study for an exam, you put the time in, you make sure you go through everything, and you know answers, like the back of your hand, you know the information, the criteria, like the back of your hand. You go into the exam, you're chilling, you're composed, because you know pretty much the answers to the test. You may not know exactly which question is what, but you know all the information. So whatever comes, whatever question it is, you can answer it. And we really do have the answers to the test, but it's the same, the same principle applies. Because we know beforehand what's going to happen, what it is, we're a lot more composed, man. But the people of the world, they're going to be losing their minds. They're already losing their minds because they have nothing to look forward to. They can't see past America. It's a blessing to be able to see past this wicked place, to see to the kingdom, to have the foresight to believe in and to see the kingdom, man. That's a gift. That's faith, man. Because what faith is, let's get into Hebrews 11 real quick. So Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Right, so we have this gift of faith because we can see what's not in front of us, man. We don't have, the only evidence we have of the kingdom is the scriptures. There's no physical manifestation of the kingdom of heaven in front of us, but through the Spirit and through the Word and the body of Yahweh Shai, we believe, we see, and we understand that it's coming. But these people of the world, what do they have to look forward to? This is all they can see, man. They can't see past this wicked place because the Lord he has them stuck here. He has them blinded. This is a blessing, man. This is an amazing blessing that we have, this truth. And again, it's just going to get more and more valuable, man, in the days to come. Matter of fact, let's get this in Isaiah. I quoted it earlier. Matter of fact, now we don't need to get it. Isaiah 13:12. A man is going to be more precious than fine gold, than the gold wedge of Ophir, because that's how precious this thing is going to be pretty soon to everybody, not just us, to everybody. Right? So let's get this in 1 Peter 4:18. It reads, "And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?" Right? So the righteous, those who are doing the best that they can in this truth, serving the Lord, Lord's will we be a part of that number, will be scarcely saved, meaning it's basically gonna seem like we barely were saved. Because again, we're gonna have to go through the fire too, but we're gonna be guided through it. But if we're scarcely saved, how are the people that aren't even seeking the Lord or don't know anything, how are they gonna get through it? They have no chance. They got no chance, man. Because all these people, All they worry about is folly and wickedness, try to establish their own righteousness. Especially the ones that know better and that don't do better. They're going to get beat with many stripes. They're going to get it the worst. These Israelites that know better and don't do better. But they got no chance, man. So that's why we have to endure until the very end. Right? This thing is it's amazing, man. The Lord has blessed us beyond belief. And it's gonna when we get to the kingdom, it's man, you can't even put it into words how beautiful it's gonna be. So we just gotta keep going, man, because we are at the end of this thing. Whether there's a year or two left, I can't. It's extremely hard to see it going past that. But we know in Habakkuk 2nd chapter tells us that the prophecies are, they're all set in their appointed time, roughly paraphrasing. Everything is going to happen when the Lord wants it to happen. But the Lord also said he would shorten the days for the elect's sake in the last days, and that's what he's doing. He's speeding time up, and you see it happening. Everything is moving super fast, man. So we're at the end of this thing, man. No man knows the time nor the hour, but the signs are so glaring, man. So we're here. Right, so let's finish off in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. And we'll start at the top. It reads, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the Highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And we're seeing all these signs that the Lord told us, man. The Lord said when these, and you'll see, let me just keep reading, matter of fact. Verse 3, Salakia. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the Highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings in effects and signs, and every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them from the beginning. And that's the elect. The elect, those spirits were chosen from the foundations of the earth, created by Yahushua at the very beginning. Lord's will we be a part of that number. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to put this, but man, that's heavy. We could possibly be those spirits, man. And I believe, those of us who are sincere in this thing, I believe we are, man, because who else? Lord's will be enduring to the end, but who else? Who else, man? We just gotta finish the race. Verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. These wicked Israelites that rebel against the Lord, that didn't want to take heed, which is pretty much, nobody's gonna have an excuse, man. Most people, for the most part, people have heard about the truth, whether they were in it for a time, quote unquote, or they walked by a camp, or they heard it or seen it on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. The truth is out, man, and the prophecies are speaking for themselves, right? So there's really no excuse. But the Lord said they're going to be in pitiful case because they didn't take heed. Verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was opened unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain. Verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. Right? The elect is the one who the Lord is dealing with in this time, man. The elect of the nation of Israel. These other Israelites, they have to get judged because they don't want to take heed. They want to be a part of the wickedness. You know, they want to be a part of the problem. Because this is a wicked world that has to be cleansed. And we understand this. Again, this is an amazing blessing, man. We understand what's going on, why this judgment must come. You know, why Esau's doing what he's doing. Why we go through certain things. Sometimes we may not know, but we still understand that it's coming, you know, it's a trial from the Lord for us to grow from. But all these things is what's going to separate us and give us stability in the days to come, man, because we are blessed, man. We have this truth. This truth should be the most important thing in your life, you know, and it shouldn't even be close, because through the truth, through serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, we have everything. We're going to gain everything in the kingdom times 1,000, you know, and probably more than that. Anything we lose, we will get back, you know, and the Lord is he's going to take care of us when it's said and done, man. And he's going to give us the whole world. Literally. Right? So that's what we have to look forward to, man. But these people of the world, they don't have nothing to look forward to, man. So consider yourself extremely blessed if you're in this truth, man, and sincere. And, you know, we got to endure into the end, man. That's the key. Endure to the very end. Right? That's the biggest difference. So we know what's coming, man. They know that Esau's plotting. You know, something big is about to happen. You know, all hell is getting ready to break loose. So stay locked in, stay in the spirit, you know, and continue to stay prayed up that we don't fall into temptation, because we know we're going to be tried with that charagma, the whole world is. But with the Lord, man, you know, we'll be just fine. So Lord's word, this lesson was edifying and uplifting. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Hashem Rakakodash. Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, and a Bible ball.
But rather seek ye the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom.
All right, okay, I understand.
The word kingdom means what? Domicile of the kings. Domicile of the kings. That's what kingdom means. Okay? So that means domicile, that's the place. A place where kings dwell. Only men could be kings. Kingdom, domicile of the kings. That proves that only men could be in this truth. Women are not kings. Only men are kings. So that proves a point, which that goes into Ezekiel. Unto you, O men, I call. Ezekiel 34, right? Only men are going to receive the truth, because the Lord is only dealing with men. The tabernacle of the Most High is with men, right? So that proves that this word is the kingdom, is the kingdom itself. The knowledge, because only men are going to really receive this thing.
He withdraweth not his eyes from the righteous, but with kings are they on the throne, yea, he doth establish them forever, and they are exalted. Therefore the redeemed of the Lord shall return, and come with singing unto Zion, and everlasting joy shall be upon their head. They shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away.
The elect of the nation of Israel, they were born to be leaders of the nation. What did Yahushua tell his disciples? You shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Think about that, man. We're being created, we're being formed, we're being forged into being leaders of this great nation, the nation of Israel.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shah.